The common misconception that a lot of people have in this channel is that I am here to entertain. I am not here to entertain. I am here to make you think. Here's the problem. Every single video, everything that I say and do is in order for you to think about something. I don't say or do things without a purpose behind. The last videos that I share my frustration, and I purposely share that frustration to gauge how people will act. Because if somebody comes in and says, I will raise your taxes and I will take your land and it's now belong to me, aka the government, because you did not pay ransom, how will you react? Believe it or not, I noticed several folks saying, well, you have to pay. Others email me directly. You need to do, if you're going to say something like that, you need to get involved. I am involved. Hence the fact that I'm doing these videos. I am involved in my local government. I am saying all of this, and yet people sometimes miss the point. Why is Billy saying the things that he is saying? Why? What is the purpose behind? People don't think anymore, except if you put them right there in front of them. They see it black and white. They don't know anything else. And I think that is a huge problem nowadays, especially because people come to YouTube as an entertainment purpose or platform, and they don't really are accustomed to have others in front of them, having them think, having them analyze a problem, because it takes a lot of trouble, or a lot of time, I would say better, a lot of time, just to use your little neurons that you have in your little head. Oh, that's too much. It's not a TikTok. That's not a 15-second. My attention span. I don't have the capacity for that. I spend all day at work. I just want to come, log in, and see mindless videos. I'm sorry to say this, but then the frontier purpose is not a place for you. It is not a place for you, because I will continue to challenge people's mindset. I will always give you both sides, no matter what. And when I see something wrong, and I want to come on camera and showing you, how annoying I am, how upset I am, I would do it. I would do it because you need to relate, and you need to think, why is Billy so pissed? Why is he's so pissed? And if he's pissed, should I be pissed? Have you guys thought about that before? At any given time, have you guys thought about that? Are you guys okay with that topic of taxation? Are you okay? I did a poll, and this was the poll that I got the most votes in this channel. And I essentially asked, are you okay with the government garnishing 50% of your paycheck to pay off the national debt? At 50%, it will take 7 years to wipe out the 34 trillion US debt on paper. What would that mean for your life and your life of your family? The first was like, yes, I am okay if it fixes the problem. 2% said yes. No, that will destroy working families. 67%. And 32% said the debt is not my fault. Why should I pay for it? So we're talking about just 2% are okay with garnishing 50% of the paychecks to pay off the national debt. And it can be done in 7 years. Only 2%. The rest of them are not. In fact, 32% says, I didn't spend that money. Why should I pay it back? It comes to the point. You have no control when it comes to taxation. They take it and they spend it however they want to. Why then you should pay into that? Why? Get involved? I was saying here, write your representative. Call them. If you want to show up in a meeting, do so. Put pressure on them. No, I don't say that, because I remember saying that quite often. That is getting involved. Here's the thing, and again, I want people to start thinking about those things, because many have grown up as, well, paying taxes is it's just a normal thing. Well, paying taxes on what I earn, it's a normal thing. Well, where I come from, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say in Florida, I pay 7% taxes on all goods. Was that okay? I don't think so. So I come here, there's no sales tax, but the property taxes are too high. And so I'm okay now with that? No, I'm not. Why should I be okay about that when I'm the one who owns the property? I'm the one who built things, and then I have to pay in perpetuity for the rest of my life, or for the rest of the time that I own the property, taxes on things that I pay for it and I build it. How backwards is that? You see what I'm saying? And yet, the thing is that people have been molded to believe that that is okay. It's not okay, y'all. It is not okay. That's the problem. It's not okay for you to let the government take over your lives. If it takes for me to cuss, to show you emotion from time to time, for you to wake up, you better believe it that I would do it. You better believe it. If that makes you at least think or get your little wheels turning, I don't have a problem doing that. For entertainment, I don't think that's entertainment at all. At all. But at least it will make you think, man, why is Billy so upset? Maybe I should look into why is he so upset. You get what I'm saying? The whole idea, and here's the most beautiful part, because this is something that a lot of folks don't understand either. If you want to know something about somebody, have a normal conversation and ask him, so how are you doing? Don't talk about yourself. Ask them. They will tell you everything that you need to know. The majority of people do that even online. When they see you upset, to spill the beans. Now I have information that possibly I did not have before. Again, nothing that I do just on a whim. That's something that Dee actually, sometimes she tells me, she's like, I don't like that about you, that you are a very calculated person. When you come here, be ready to use your nugget, because otherwise you're probably going to get upset and unsubscribe and be like, I don't need to listen to you because you don't align with what I'm trying to say or what I'm doing with my beliefs. Be mindful. Not everything is in front of you. Keep that in mind. I want you all to consider those type of things. Moving forward, I wanted you all to engage a little bit more into more deep conversations. We have to do that. We have to do that because no matter what, 34 plus trillions in US dollars, and people, and we had 183 votes, and people are saying like, no, we cannot pay that because even if you garnish 50%, it will destroy my life and my loved ones. And 32% saying like, I don't want to pay none of that. You think we're gonna pay all of that money? And we keep putting more on top of that. At the end of the day, we're gonna default. Plain and simple. At the end of the day, the dollar is going to lose the status that it has right now. And if it does, it's just going to be a piece of paper with nothing backing it up, because it is not backed in gold anymore. I mean, it's not even backed in oil anymore. So what is it? It's a promise. It's a promise that people have lost faith in that currency. I don't know. Maybe you have a different mindset, but that's the way I see it. We don't produce things anymore. We are a service society. So we don't produce anything. We're not producers like we used to. So I want you to think about all of those things when you come here. And of course, I will be telling you a lot of stories, a lot of tales about Cuba and whatnot. Let me give you one. When the dollar in Cuba got, it was illegal to own dollars, by the way. And then when the Soviet Union collapsed, and I don't remember if I told this story, but I'm going to go into this story anyways, because I think it's relevant for you guys to understand where we are. When Castro decided that, shoot, we don't have the Soviet Union anymore, backing us up, so we need to have some sort of income because we're not producing anything. And we need to have money to buy in the international market, and everything is in dollars. So he decriminalized the dollar. Yes, back in the day, you will go to jail for the mere possession of a dollar. That was it. So it got decriminalized, meaning that now people were able to send money or dollars to Cuba. And believe me, a lot of people wanted to help their family over there. So that came in and people started receiving money. So at the beginning, all they wanted to do is collect as much as possible. So everything was dollars and Cuban pesos. Dollars and Cuban pesos. You will go to the dollar stores and you will buy in dollars. However, things run out of control, aka inflation, because the Cuban peso lost pretty much all the value. It got to a point that it was 160 pesos for $1. It increasingly lost all the value. Consider that where we are in the world. Consider that. Is the dollar currently losing value? Yes or no? Comment section. So, going back to the Cuba thing. What they did in Cuba is they invented a new currency. CUC. Cuban convertible dollars or something like that. CUC is what I said before. Now you have three currency: pesos, CUCs, and dollars. What they did is they had pesos where they pay everybody, the population. Now, if you wanted to buy at the stores, you're not allowed to use the dollars. What you need to do is convert your dollars into CUC or Cuban convertible pesos, was the equivalent. You can buy at the store with this, not the dollar, so you have to convert the dollar. So the government would take that dollar and be like, all right, I'm going to use it in the open market, not the people. And the people, if you wanted to use the Cuban peso to buy the convertible dollar or the new currency, then you can buy that as well. So not only they got dollars in, but they now control the Cuban peso at the same time. Do you think that worked? It did not. But here's the thing. A third currency was introduced because, one, the Cuban peso, the inflation just went crazy because people wanted the dollar. Here, nowadays, I want you to consider this. And put this in your mind. Are people moving more into digital currency like Bitcoin and all of that? The answer is pretty much yes. So that is a currency. There's also the gold standard, right? And the more that the dollar loses value, the more the gold goes up, right? Soon enough, you will see the introduction of another currency. Why? Because the dollar's down here and the gold is right here, and you need something in the middle so you can balance things up. Would that work? Absolutely not. But it's fixing to happen. What do you think? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think we will not see a digital dollar coming in? Let me know down in the comment section below. Nonetheless, again, for those of you who had sent me emails, I'm not watching your channel because you're not entertained and you don't provide me entertainment. I'm not here to entertain anybody. I am here to make you think. That's it. Plain and simple. With that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like always, rock on, rip on, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.